I haven't forgotten about you. Just waiting for this YouTube live to start. I'd say typically the feed is a little better on YouTube, but I think it's easier to see your comments. All right, we're going. What's up, YouTube? How's it going out there, everybody? Anyone tuning in? Hope you're having a great weekend. If it's a holiday weekend for you, I hope that's going well. Spending time with your family and friends. That's in fact why Brian's not here helping me with my live stream. He's got his he's doing a little family camping trip, and I'm glad he's having a good time with that. Let's see here. Now I'm just logging into YouTube. Hey, Ken Valdez. I'm glad I saw you. All right. The live stream is not showing up on my YouTube. I'll try one more time. Happy Easter, everyone. Jerry Clark, hey. Seth Sanders, Mike George. Let's see. Hello. What's a good song to learn on electric guitar for beginners? I just had a new electric guitar for beginners series that you guys should check out on YouTube for free. But one string, I'm not seeing you guys here on my YouTube, but hey, if you guys are watching me on Marty Music YouTube, let me know in the comments here on the iPad. I can look here. Ron T, what's up? Just, okay. Santa Fe in the house, Tony Wilson. I used to live in Santa Fe. Candyman Music Store. I worked there. Anyway, I'll let you guys know on YouTube, just for today, for viewers of the live stream, for today only, you can use the code Avengers, all caps, all capital letters, Avengers, as a checkout code at martymusic.com for 25% off anything today. I learned that from my buddy Rick Beato, so I'm going to just keep offering it to you guys. No pressure. No pressure at all, but I'm just offering it. Avengers, all caps. The other thing I was going to say is that May 4th, may the 4th be with you. That's a lot of THs. May the 4th be with you. So May 4th, hey, Tampa in the house. What's up? So May 4th in Orange County, California, Costa Mesa, I'm playing a show. It's with a bunch of special guests, and students are going to come up, and I may even give a guitar away at it. Yes, I am, but you only heard that here. May 4th, it's at the Performing Arts Center called the Segerstrom Center. So, and it's a free show. So literally, you can come by, say hi. I'm going to be hanging out with people. There we go. Now the live stream shows up, finally, on YouTube. That was a lot of stalling there. Hey, there we go. And Steve S. says, buy a Marty Looper. Thank you, Steve S. Yes, the loopers, you can't see right now, but behind the camera here is a stack of a bunch of boxes. So I have all kinds of packing material. I got a label printer to ship them out to you. And I have 500 power supplies, 500 picks, and over 500 Marty Music stickers. And the loopers are coming into my P.O. box on Monday. So then everything should be together, and so we should be ready to go. Now I'm going to play a little jam, and then I want to hear from you guys topics that you're trying to get better at with guitar. One of them already is what's a good beginner song. If you go to Marty Music on YouTube, I have a video that just goes over a bunch of one-string riffs, like... Now, the first thing I ever learned on guitar, funny enough, was a one-string riff like that. and it sounded like this. So just go to YouTube and Marty Music on YouTube, and if you type in the search one string songs, one string riffs, great start for a beginner. I also have 2 brand new super beginner electric guitar lessons, so check that out. Also, real quick, promo code, all capitals, Avengers at martymusic.com for 25% off any of the courses. And then, yeah, I have a looper coming out, so I'm stoked. TNT, Smoke on the Water, Peter Gunn theme. Yeah, so Peter Gunn, I thought of it as what was called Spy Hunter at the time, because it was used in the old classic video game, Spy Hunter, like a driving game. What do I think of Tone City pedals? Are they okay? Says Simon. And Simon's a top fan. I really appreciate all your continued support, my friend. I've never used those pedals, so I'm not really sure. But yes, David Ryan says Spy Hunter, indeed. What guitar would you recommend for blues or jazz for a good price? Well, I mean, if you can find a used, made in Mexico Fender Strat, that's like probably the best value, although the prices are going up the more people recommend it, like myself. So, you're just going to have to get a few different opinions, and also it's important to know what your price range is, because that's really going to help define what to get. Hey, Brett Julian, happy birthday. Alan Smith. Oh, the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man is back. He said, sup, Marty, the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. Yes, creative username there. All right, so I'll do a little jam. Once again, I want to hear from you guys topics that you'd like to cover. Even Pee Pee Poo Poo Man can chime in with anything he's trying to do. So Sonny B. Nelson says, 12-bar blue lesson you did is very good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Jeremy Ellenberg, thank you. Dean King Martin, thank you. Thank you. Michael Collins, thank you. Oh, here's a bunch more on YouTube popping up. What's my tip on how to play hard chords on acoustic? Yes, that's a good question. The Digitech whammy pedal is great. Explain the circle of force. That's a good one too. Okay, keep those coming. Keep your topics coming. I'm going to do a little jam, and then we'll go. Let's see. Ooh, so many questions now. All right, let me try something here. Use my Marty Music looper. If you sign the newsletter at Marty Music, that's who I'm going to notify first when the looper is ready. So let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, so yeah, I was looking at your comments a lot. Yes, exactly. So I'm using the MXR Phase 90 to get that kind of, I don't know, trippy psychedelic kind of sound. So check it out. When I have that off, now here's just I've got a clean amp, and then I've got my Analog Man King of Tone, just one channel on it right now. Sounds like this. So one secret sauce is that little bit of delay, the like 1.5 repeats delay. You hear that? It's really subtle. 1.5 delay, 1.5 repeats. If I take that off, there's reverb on the amp, but so I add that little bit of delay. Then the King of Tone. But then add that phase 90 and you get this. So that phase 90, it's funny, my buddy Brian sent me an email about the looper. She said it should allow you to transfer your recorded compilation to a phone and download others from phone to looper. Looper phone should store previous loop tracks to reuse. Yeah, it's a great idea. So this first edition looper, is basically like a Ditto. So if you already own a Ditto and you're not in the market for a new looper, that's fine. Mine's very, very similar. Mine, some of the differences are that mine will record twice the amount of memory in there than a Ditto. And also there's a little USB. So if you have a loop that you came up with, like this one, oops, oh, I deleted it already. So let's say you're jamming around and you just come up with some little progression that you really like. You're like, whoa, oh, I have a song, I don't want to forget that, or I want to be able to jam to that later. You can just plug the looper right into a computer. It's got a USB. Plug it in just like you would a hard drive or a thumb drive, whatever, and you can drag the WAV file out of the looper onto your desktop, which could then go on your phone, etc. If you have a jam track that you really like or a drum beat that you really like, you can do the opposite. You can plug the looper into a computer, just like a thumb drive, and drag a jam track into the looper and then play along with that. So it's going to do both of those. And then the real difference is that my looper is going to come with a 2-hour course that gives you looper ideas, how to use one, how to be creative with it, how to use it as a practice tool. So I'd say that'll be and it'll be included with the pedal, and a power supply will be included with the pedal, which the Ditto does not do. So there's some of the tips or just some of the ideas. Hey, Marty, Scatman from India here. Hey, Scatman. A lot of shout-outs for Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a great song, yes. Is it possible on Boss RC2? Which one's the RC2? It probably is. I'm just not sure. When am I going back to Songbird's Guitar Museum? Said the Gomer321. Man, if you guys are anywhere near Chattanooga, Tennessee, and are into guitar, you gotta check out Songbird's Guitar Museum. They have, it's got to be the most impressive collection of guitars anywhere in the world. I'd like to know who has more valuable and interesting relics and pieces of history with guitar than Songbird's Guitar Museum. Maybe the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a few iconic Paul Mitchell that had some? I don't know. Songbirds though. You guys got to check that out. Robbie, I've seen your comment, all caps. You're yelling at me. You said, could you at least say you don't know any Stephen Stills? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I have a lesson on a few Stills-related songs, and I like him a lot. So I would say, what's the one? Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. I mean, that's an epic one of his, and I have a full-on tutorial on that. But anyway, let's go to other things. Please just play the damn guitar, said Tristan Arnold. Yeah, I don't have my buddy Brian here today, so I was just trying to do a little more question and answers. Ride On by AC/DC. Oh, yeah, that's very similar to Jesus Left Chicago by ZZ Top. And if you play it in A, or the riff, you get the first two things of Land of A7, like this. Yeah, Garrick Pridemore, I appreciate your support. I see your comments a lot, and I really do appreciate it. That was all. Yeah, that's all the major scale. Robert Goulas, thank you for the super chat, and he said shook me all night long. What was I saying? Yeah. So it's all the major scale. So you have A major, which is the one chord of the A major key, A major scale, the 4 chord D major, and the 5 chord E major, and the Do Re Mi scale fits right over that. Christmas, right? But if you take away the half steps of the major scale, instead of, you take the half steps out, and you get the A major pentatonic. So that's all A major pentatonic, and then you can add the half steps anytime you want, but the pentatonics kind of give you that the strongest notes, and then the half steps become a little more of the melodic sound. So here we go. Now, the term relative major, relative minor means that if I'm playing the A major, the scale A major, the chords of A major, if I just do all that same stuff, but I think of its relative minor chord, which is called F sharp minor, if I think of that as the tonal center, but don't change anything, now I'm playing F sharp minor. So here's everything the same, but just over F sharp minor chord. Oops, let me take the delay off. All right. All right, so relative major, relative minor, major scale, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so real quick, May 4th in Southern California, I'm doing a Celebrate Guitar show. May 4th in Costa Mesa at the Segerstrom Center. It starts at 5:30. I'm going to give a guitar away, so you could show up for that. My really good friend and one of the most amazing singers ever, Elliot Yamin, who was on American Idol many years ago. But man, he's going to be there singing, and he's incredible. So I'm really excited about that. Also, you can use the code Avengers, all caps, Avengers at martymusic.com for today only because you're watching for a 25% off discount. Looper price, I still am figuring it out because there's going to be a limited run of 500 where I sign each, only the first 500, I'm going to sign each pedal, 2-hour course, power supply, stickers. Also, a Marty Music pick. So it's going to be like a bundled package, which will be, I think, around $129, and it records twice as much as the Ditto. So that's what it's tentatively going to be, crunching the numbers. That's what it's tentatively going to be, the first 500 only, or maybe the first 400. My hand gets tired from signing them. So, yeah. Couple shout outs on Facebook. Rudy Sapita, thank you. Gregory McFarland, Red Hot Mama. Muhammad Abdul Hafiz, live from Ghana. Wow, that's so cool. Jonathan Richard Garner. Yo, new Marty Music pick and looper for every top fan. I would love to. How about that? Juan Garcia, Sonny B. Nelson, Rich Moran, Gregory McFarland, David Kenneth Stump Giorgili. The pedal I'm gonna be putting to, I'm getting them this week, so could be by the end of this next coming week. If you're on my newsletter at martymusic.com, you'll be notified first. Simon, yes, fish tacos. I'm here by myself though today. It's much more lonely. Stephen Peter, Jeezy, wow, ignored. Been using you since I was 8. Thank you, Stephen. And I promise you I'm not ignoring you. Lots of comments. I miss lots, but definitely don't ignore you. And I just answered you. Okay, now on YouTube, the Viper, Keith H. Good one. The Killer Crow, Evan Man. Danush Jogi, Camden Zastro, The Boss, GNR Forever, Jamie Nelson. You want to know, you have any tips or exercises for finger movement? It's not that fine, but thanks anyway. Jamie Nelson, tips for finger movement. You want to definitely, if you're learning a song, a riff, whatever, you want to go through it super slow, slower than feels natural. You want to master it slow and, get it down super slow. Nail it super slow, then start to speed it up. That's the fastest way. And even myself, I go against those instincts a lot. Everyone does, but it's the quickest way to get there. All right? What's my favorite Avengers? All right, one more jam, and then I'll see you guys later. Really appreciate your support. Oh, my favorite Avengers? Oh, man. I always grew up with my favorite superhero of any of them being Spider-Man. So I love Spider-Man. But, I mean, as far as, like, the new Marvel Cinematic Universe, it really doesn't get better than Iron Man. I mean, he kind of cemented the whole thing together. Robert Downey Jr. specifically made it happen. So it's got to be. I know it's a popular answer, but it's got to be. And he's awesome, man. And actually, Robert Downey Jr. is a really good musician. He plays guitar, he plays piano. He's a great singer too. It's crazy. He's got a lot of talent. That guy. Let's see. Yeah, one more jam. Appreciate it. May 4th in Orange County. How do we get backstage passes on the 4th, said Mark Hermanson. Oh, Mark, I'm going to take care of you, man. I'll see you there. We'll be hanging out. Okay, one more jam. Oh, and Super Winova. This is a good question, although he says, do you get satisfied by your playing? I can't. I think that's very natural, you know. Everyone gets sick of, you know, the same licks that we all, you know, you get sick of yourself. So I can definitely relate to that. Aaron Rodgers said Spider-Man over Iron Man. I mean, like I said, I love Spider-Man. I mean, anyone that grew up with me as a little kid would know that. Yeah. Andreas, yeah, but Iron Man is super intelligent. He's kind of like he's kind of like the Marvel Batman in some ways. All right, so one more jam. Hope you guys have a great weekend with friends and family. Speaking of Avengers, you can use Avengers, all caps, for 25% off Marty Music today only for my live stream viewers. Looper's coming out soon, May 4th gig. Appreciate it. Love you guys. One more jam, let's see, with the Looper. It's down to me. Discount code Avenger isn't working. It's Avengers, all capitals. Avengers, all capitals in the checkout. Should be working. You can always email me, right? You know, Marty@martymusic.com if you have any issues at all. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your support. That Marty Music on YouTube. There's a little search window. Sweet Judy Blue Eyes is my favorite Crosby, Stills, and Nash song. And I have a full lesson on there, so check it out. Okay, hey, thanks. Discount worked for Graceland Farm, which is Avengers, all caps. So thanks a lot, you guys. I always appreciate your support. And I just wish you guys the best weekend ever. I'm going to tune out, or yeah, tune off now. But peace to all of you. See you again soon.